Welcome everyone. Let's begin the fifth chapter from the book The Richest Man in the Babylon. The name of the chapter is The Five Laws of Gold. Number 1. Gold cometh gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than one third tenth of his earning to create an estate for his future and that of his family. Second, gold laboreth diligently and contently for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flock of the field. Third, gold clings to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of the wise man in its handling. Fourth, gold split away from the man who invests it is in business or purpose with which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in the keep. Fifth, gold flees the man who would force it to impossible earning or who followed the alluring advice of trickers and schemers or who trust it to its own inexperience and romantic desire in investment. There are the five laws of gold as written by my father. I do proclaim them as of the greater value than gold itself, as I will show by the continuance of my tale. He again faced his father. I have told of the depth of the poverty and despair to which my inexperience brought me. However, there is no change of disaster that will not come to an end. My came when I secured employment managing a crew of slaves working upon the new outer wall of the city. Profiting from my knowledge of the first law of gold, I saved a copper from my first earning, adding it to an every opportunity until I had a piece of silver. It was a slow procedure, for one must live. I did spend gradually, I admit, because I was determined to earn back before the 10 years were over as much gold as you my father had given to me. One day the slave master with whom I had become quite friendly said to me, "Thou art a thrifty youth who spend not worthlessly what he earned. Has thou gold put by that is not earning?" Yes, I replied. It is my greatest desire to accumulate gold to replace that which my father gave to me and which I have lost. These are worthy ambitions, I will grant, and do you know that the gold which you have saved can work for you and earn much more gold. Alas, my experience have been bitter, for my father gold has flew from me, and I am in much fear lest my own do the same. If thou hast confidence in me, I will give the lesson in the profitable handling of gold. He replied, "Within a year the outer wall will be completed and ready for the great gates of bronze that will be built at each entrance to protect the city from the king's enemies. In all the Nineveh there is not enough metal to make this gate, and the king had not thought to provide it. Here is my plan. A group of us will pool our gold and send our caravans to the mines of copper and tin, which are distant, and hiring to Niven the metal for the gates. When the king says, 'Make the great gate,' we alone can supply the metal, and a rich price he will pay. If the king will not buy from us, we will yet have the metal, which can be sold for a fair price. In his offer, I recognize an opportunity to abide by the third law and invest my earning under the guidance of a wise man. Nor was I disappointed. Our pool was a success, and my small store of gold was greatly increased by the transaction. In due time, I was accepted as a member of the same group in other venture. They were men wise in the profitable handling of the gold. They talked over each plan, presented with great care. Before entering upon it, they would take no chances on losing their principal or trying it up in the unprofitable investment from which their gold could not be recovered. Such foolish thing as the horse race and the partnership into which I had entered with my inexperience would have and sent consideration with them, though would have immediately pointed out their weaknesses. Through my association with this man, I learned to safely invest gold to bring profitable return. As the year went on, my treasure increased more and more rapidly. I not only made back as much as lost, but much more. Through my misfortune, my trials, and my success, I have tested time and again the wisdom of the five laws of gold. My father had proven them true in every test. To him who is without knowledge of the five laws, gold come not often, goeth away quickly. But to him who abide by the 5 laws, gold come and work as his dutiful slave. No Messiah sees speaking and mention to a slave in the back of the room. The slave brought forward one at a time the heavy leather bag. One of these Messiah took and placed upon the floor before his father, addressing him again. Thou did give to me a bag of gold, Babylon gold. Behold, in its place, I do return to the a bag of Niven gold of equal weight and equal exchange, as all will agree. Thou did give to me a clay tablet, inscribed with wisdom. Behold it instead. I do return 2 bags of gold. So saying, he took away from the slave the other 2 bags, and likewise placed them upon the floor before his father. This I do to prove unto thee, my father, of how much greater value I consider the wisdom than the gold. Yet who can measure in bags of gold the value of wisdom? Without wisdom, gold is quickly lost by those who have it. But with wisdom, gold can be secured by those who have it not, as these 3 bags of gold to do prove. It does indeed give to me the deepest satisfaction, my father, to stand before thee and say that because of the wisdom I have been able to become rich and respected before men. The family placed his hand proudly upon the head of the Messiah. Thou hast learned well thy lesson. I am indeed fortunate to have a son to whom I entrust my wealth. Kalabab sees his tail and looks critically at his listener. What means this to this tale of Messiah? He continued. Who amongst the can go to the father or the father of the wife and give an account of wise handling of his earning? What would this venerable man think where you say too, I have travelled much and learned much and laboured much and earned much, yet alas of gold I have a little. Some I spent wisely, some I spent foolishly, and much I lost in unwise way. Those still think it but an inconsistency of faith that some men have much gold and others have not. They you error. Man have much gold when they know the 5 laws of gold and abide thereby. Because I have learned these 5 laws in my youth and abide by them, I have become a wealthy merchant, not by some strange magic did I accumulate it by wealth. Wealth that comes quickly goes the same way. Wealth that stay to give enjoyment and satisfaction to its owner come gradually because it is a child born of knowledge and persistent purpose. To earn wealth, it is but a slight burden upon the thoughtful man. Bearing the burden consistently from years to year accomplishes the final purpose. The 5 laws of gold offer to the a rich reward for their observance. Each of these 5 laws is rich with meaning, and let thou overlook this in the briefness of my tale. I will not repeat them. I do know them each by heart because in my youth I would see their value and would not be content until I knew them word for word. The first law. अब इतनी पूरी कहानी में सिर्फ उसने ये बताया कि उसने कैसे जब स्ट्रगल किया था, जब उसके गोल चले गए थे, उसने कैसे अपनी वेल्थ निकाली थी, उसके बारे में 5 लॉस के बारे में उसने बताया अपने फादर को, और अपने फादर को रिप्रेजेंट किया कि जो भी उन्होंने लॉस बताए थे वो 5 लॉस ही उसकी लाइफ में काम आए और वही आगे भी उसके लिए वेल्थ बना के देगा। उसके लिए अपने फादर के सामने रिप्रेजेंट किया। तो उसमें किसी ने कहा कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ लकी होते कुछ अनलकी होते, तो उसको भी उसने एक्सप्लेन किया ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं होता। ये हम लोग के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि हम लोग परसिस्टेंट रहते हैं, मतलब कंटिन्यूस करते हैं, कोई भी काम करते ही रहते हैं, तभी हमें एक सक्सेस मिलती है। लेकिन अगर हमें 5 लॉस भी नहीं पता होंगे तो हमें वो भी सक्सेस नहीं मिलेगी। किसी भी चीज़ की नॉलेज ना हो, ऐसे ही कोई भी काम करने से किसी का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होता। अब बात करते हैं द 5 लॉज ऑफ गोल्ड। The first law of gold. Gold cometh gradually and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earning to create an estate for his future and that of his family. Any man who will put by 1/10 of his earning consistently and invest it wisely will surely create a valuable estate that will provide an income for him in the future and further guarantee safety for his family. In case the god call him to the world of darkness, this law always said that gold come gradually to such a man. I can truly certify this in my own life. The more gold I accumulated, the more readily it come to me and an increased quantity. The gold which I save earn more, even as your will, and its earning earn more, and this is the working out of the first law. फर्स्ट लॉ ये कहता है कि कोई भी हम लोग अर्न करते हैं उसमें से 1/10 अपना पार्ट निकाल देना चाहिए और उसको फिर हम लोग को ऐड करके कहीं इन्वेस्ट कर देना चाहिए जिससे हमें और अर्निंग आएगी, और उस अर्निंग को भी हमने कहीं इन्वेस्ट कर देना चाहिए कि जब हम नहीं भी रहे इस दुनिया में तब भी हमारा रिटर्न आता रहे और हमारी फैमिली के लिए भी अच्छा रहे। और अगर हमारी उम्र भी हो जाती तो भी हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, मतलब हम बुढ़े भी हो जाएंगे तो भी हमें कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा कि हमारे पास अर्निंग आती रह रही है। अब लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ गोल्ड. Gold laboreth diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who find for it profitable employment, multiplying even as the flock of the field. Gold indeed is a willing worker. It is ever saver to multiply when opportunity presents itself. To every man who had a store of gold set by opportunity come for its most profitable use. As the year passes, it multiplies itself in surprising fashion. द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ गोल्ड. इसमें ये कहा गया है कि जो भी हमारे पास गोल्ड होता है उसको काम करने पसंद होता है, वो हमेशा मल्टीप्लाई करना चाहता है. अगर उसको हम मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करेंगे तो किसी और के पास चला जाएगा, ये हमारा सेकेंड लॉ कहता है. द थर्ड लॉ ऑफ गोल्ड. Gold clenched to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of wise man in its handling. Gold indeed clings to the cautious owner, even as it flees the careless owner. The man who seeks the advice of a man wise in handling gold soon learneth not to jeopardize his treasure, but to preserve in safety and to enjoy in contentment its consistent increase. ये जो थर्ड लॉ है ये हमें कहता है कि हमें किसी भी वाइस मैन की हेल्प लेनी चाहिए, मतलब जिसको उस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड की नॉलेज हो उसकी हमें हेल्प लेनी चाहिए, और उसके हेल्प से हमें अपने लेवल को इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, हमें अपने अमाउंट को इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. अगर उसको किसी की नॉलेज ना हो तो जैसे हमें गोल्ड में इन्वेस्ट करना है तो हमें ज्वेलरी वाले से नॉलेज लेनी पड़े, और हमें रियल एस्टेट में करना है तो हमें रियल एस्टेट वाले से लेनी पड़ेगी. कहीं भी हमें खुद नहीं जाना होता है, हर चीज़ के लिए एक पर्टिकुलर इंसान होता है जिसकी हमें एडवाइस लेनी होती है, जिससे हमें हेल्प लेनी होती है. ये हमें लेना चाहिए, और अगर हम नहीं लेते हैं तो हमारे पैसे डूब जाते हैं, जो कि वो फिर कहीं और चले जाते हैं, मतलब किसी और के पास हो जाते हैं. जो हमारा गोल्ड होता है वो किसी और के पास ट्रांसफ़र हो जाता है. अब आती है फोर्थ लॉ के बाद. The fourth law of gold. Gold slipped away from the man who invests in its business or purpose, which he is not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its keep. To the man who hoards gold yet is not skilled in its handling, many uses for it appear most profitable. Too often these are fraught with danger of loss, and if properly analyzed by wise men, shows some small possibility of profit. Therefore, the inexperienced owner of gold who trusts to his own judgment and invest in a business or purpose with which he is not familiar too often finds his judgment imperfect, 82, and pays with his treasure for inexperience. Wise indeed is he who invests his treasure under the advice of a man skilled in the ways of gold. जैसे कि हमने थर्ड लॉ में भी बताया. फोर्थ लॉ का भी मतलब यही है कि हम अगर किसी भी वाइज मैन की एडवाइस ले रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब यही है कि उसको उस पर्टिकुलर चीज़ की नॉलेज है, तभी हम उसके साथ इन्वेस्ट करेंगे. और अगर हम खुद से ही इन्वेस्ट करने चले जाएंगे तो यही होने वाला एंड में कि सब कुछ चला जाएगा, जो भी बचा भी होगा वो भी चला जाएगा, क्योंकि हमें उसकी कोई भी नॉलेज नहीं. इसीलिए किसी की एडवाइस लेना, किसी से हेल्प लेने में कोई बुराई नहीं होती. ये हमारा फोर्थ लॉ ऑफ गोल्ड है. नाउ द फिफ्थ लॉ ऑफ गोल्ड. Gold freaks the man who would force it to impossible earning, or who float the alluring advice of the trickster and screamer, or who trust it to its own inexperience and romantic desire in investment. Fanciful proposition that thrill like a adventure tale away always come to the new owner of gold. This appear to endue his treasure with magic power that will enable it to make possible earning. Yet heed ye the man, for verily they know the risks that lure behind every plan to make great wealth suddenly. Forgot not the rich man of Niven, who would take no chance of losing their principal or trying it up in unprofitable investment. This ends my tale of the 5 laws of gold. In telling to them, I have told the secret of my own success, yet there are not secrets but truth, which every man must first learn and then follow who wishes to step out of the multitude that, like you wild dogs, must worry each day for food to eat. Tomorrow we enter Babylon. Look, see the fire that burns eternal above the temple of the bell. We are already inside of the golden city. Tomorrow each of us shall have gold. The gold though has so well earned by the faithful services. 10 years from this night, what can you tell about this 83 gold? If there be a man among you who, like no Messiah, will use a portion of their gold to start for themselves an estate, and therefore wisely guided by the wisdom of Arcad. 10 years from now, it is a safe beggar like the son of Arcad. They will be rich and respected among men. A wise act accompany us through life to please us and to help us, just as surely our unwise act follows us to plague and torment us. Alas, they cannot be forgotten in the front rank of the torments, and to follow us are the memories of the thing we should have done, of the opportunity which came to us and we took not. Riches are the treasure of Babylon, so rich no man can count their value in piece of gold. Each year they grew richer and more valuable. Like the treasure of every land, they are a rich rewarding awaiting those men of purposes who's determined to secure their just share. In the strength of thin own desire is magic power. Guide this power with the knowledge of 5 laws of gold, and those shall share the treasure of Babylon. ये 5th लॉ है जिसमें समझाया गया है कि जो भी हम एक्सपीरियंस करें उसके बाद हमें शेयर करना चाहिए. जो भी इंसान है, अगर हमने उस 5 लॉ से अर्न कर लिया है तो फिर हमें अपनी नॉलेज दूसरे से भी शेयर करनी चाहिए ताकि वो भी अर्न कर सके वही सेम चीज़. ये नहीं कि सिर्फ अपने पास रखना चाहिए. अगर हम अपनी नॉलेज किसी को भी देते हैं वो 10 टाइम रिटर्न होकर हमारे पास वापस आती है. इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती किसी भी शेयर करने से. और अगर हम किसी की हेल्प लेके भी करते हैं तो भी उसमें भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. हम उसकी हेल्प लेते हैं, उसकी लाइफ भी चेंज होती है, हमारी लाइफ भी चेंज होती है. हम किसी की हेल्प करते हैं तो हमारी लाइफ भी चेंज होती है, उसकी लाइफ भी चेंज होती है. ये एंड होता है जो 5 लॉज के एंड होते हैं. If you like this video, then hit the like button and thank you for watching.